All right, let's start with the top story that we are tracking in this bulletin. The Congress versus RSS face-off intensifies in Karnataka. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah defended the move, saying the Congress government is only following an order previously issued by a BJP regime and that the state is not targeting the RSS in particular. Rather, the focus is on all organizations in general. Meanwhile, BJP MP Jagdish Shettar slammed Siddaramaiah for unnecessarily spreading confusion among the people and challenged him to stop the foot march of thousands of RSS members. The controversy now follows the removal of saffron flags in Chittapur ahead of an RSS march with officials citing lack of permission. The BJP disputes this, asserting that approvals and receipts were in place. BJP has also condemned Minister Priyank Kharge, labelling him the Nizam of Chittapur.
ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ RSS ಅಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎನಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. ನೋಡಪ್ಪ, ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ನು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಇದು ಹಿಂದೆನೇ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು, ಜಗದೀಶ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟರ್ ಇರುವಾಗಲೇ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಜಗದೀಶ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟರ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ? BJP ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ರಾಜಕಾರಣನೇ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೇನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ? ಜನರು ಬಡವ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಮಾಡೋದು.
Siddaramaiah government is creating confusion in the mind of the people, and even if we see in the 1966 there was a ban of the RSS and the Jamaat-e-Islam, two organizations, 1966 and 1970, 1980. But those bans in the 2024 by this NDA government, Modi's government has in that circulation, whatever name is there, RSS, it has been removed from that list. 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 8,000, 10,000 people are participating in the RSS. So ban, if we have any guts, you please ban it.
No, there are guidelines that any official in the official capacity, when you are still in the government service, you're not supposed to participate in all these kind of organizations. That is why the action has been taken on him.
Tejasvi, now you've spoken to this RSS member who's been suspended. You've also said you'll appear personally in front of tribunal. The government seems to be saying that he's violated service rules, Karnataka service rules, and that's why he's been suspended, and more might be in the pipeline.
Harish, the Karnataka service rules, I looked at them, like the central civil service rules, like the civil service rules in many states across the country, does not prohibit a public servant from participating in RSS programs. The RSS is a socio-cultural organization. I have spoken to the concerned officer who has been suspended unfairly, unlawfully. I have assured him that I will personally appear before the tribunals and the courts and challenge his suspension. I have no doubt whatsoever that this illegal, unlawful suspension will be quashed by the courts.
At the same time, we were also seeing this showdown happening in Kalburgi, where Bhagat Dwaja is being removed. In Tumkur, I think the district administration is clamping down on not allowing the Pathasanchalan there. How do you see this state saying will bring in a new government order itself on how government properties get used?
See, they may bring these rules, they may bring, more such, make more such attempts. But all of this has failed, even in states like Tamil Nadu. Because of High Court's interventions, RSS programs have gone on unhindered.
All right, getting some more breaking update in the same story. Top Karnataka leaders target each other, citing CNN News 18's stories. First, Tejasvi Surya cited CNN News 18 story to target Congress government over suspending an official. Now, Priyank Kharge, minister in Karnataka government, targets Surya, citing CNN News 18 story, saying BJP MPs are coming forward and defending people who are defying the service conduct rules laid down by the state government. This itself proves my point. So this is what Priyank Kharge had said. This a seesaw between BJP and the Congress on that RSS Path Sanchalan in Karnataka is intensifying. We just heard Tejasvi Surya speaking to CNN News 18's Harish, and also, of course, speaking about the service rules, which is being mentioned by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and, in fact, also by Priyank Kharge, that there are certain service rules in the state which prohibits such marches in the state. Now we are given to understand that this battle is intensifying, and more importantly, both Priyank Kharge and Tejasvi Surya have cited the story of CNN News 18. In fact, the post which earlier was put out by Tejasvi Surya also quoting the story of CNN News 18. Now, a response coming to that from Priyank Kharge's side is also mentioning CNN News 18's story. So this is a big development that we are getting in at this point in this story, which is coming from Karnataka. Remember that it all started with that RSS Path Sanchalan on the occasion of 100 years of their centenary, which are taking place across the country. Harish Upadhyay is joining us now to give us more perspective in the story. Harish, what is the latest is happening on the ground? First of all, of course, both the leaders, whether it is Priyank Kharge or Tejasvi Surya, have cited your story there. Tell us about the latest that you can pick up from the ground.
Well, this is a debate over some of the technicalities. In fact, Arun, remember yesterday Tejasvi Surya said that this civil servants conduct rules or Karnataka government employees conduct rules does not bar employees or public servants from taking part in any activity of organizations. What it bars is it bars public servants from being part of political activities or political parties. But today, in fact, Priyank Kharge, the minister, RDPR minister, coming out, and remember this person, the PDO who's been suspended, comes under his department, coming out and saying, putting out a detailed note on why this suspension is justified, going on to say on saying that the government really has the power to decide if an organization is political or not, or if the activity in which a government or a public servant has taken part in is political or not, is something that the government gets to decide. It's the final word of the government. So a bit of a fight over the technicalities on how the service rules gets interpreted. Tejasvi Surya saying that it's very clear that public servants are barred from taking part in only political activities or political parties. RSS is a socio-cultural organization and their activities are not political in nature. And Priyank Kharge coming out and saying that it's the government which gets to decide and have a final word on whether that particular organization is political or not, or if the activity is political or not. This is definitely going to get challenged in a court of law. We've already seen Tejasvi Surya speaking to his public servant saying that he will personally appear for him.
Yes.
Remember, just a day after this, Arun, we've seen the RSS putting out details of a Madhya Pradesh High Court order,
yes,
which eventually
that's right. Just Harish, I'm so sorry to just put you on hold there, because we also have Harish Gowda of BJP on Ashok Gowda rather on the phone line with us. He's BJP's spokesperson in Karnataka. Mr. Gowda, thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18. Now, Harish was, of course, speaking about the service rules argument which is being given by the Congress government side there. But they're also saying this, that we haven't done anything. It was Jagdish Shettar government. They have brought this law and we are just only taking it forward.
See, Jagdish Shettar government just said that if there is anybody who is participating in any activities which is politically affiliated, RSS is not politically affiliated. In fact, in Punjab High Court, there was one person who was suspended and the notice was issued to him. Very clearly they stated that is he has to be reinstated because the RSS is not a political organization. High Court had very clearly stated that. At the same time, in Karnataka also, even in the Bhaskar Rao's case, 2 times notice was issued and the notice was withdrawn only because it was not violating any kind of a service rules. So Priyanka Karge should know the history, he should read the books well, and he should contact some people who have a good understanding of the law. But instead of that, he contacts his own people who probably who do not want to read and as biased as Priyanka Karge. And that is the problem what Priyanka Karge is facing today. And even Congress, most of the ministers, even Madhu Bangarappa says, I don't have time to read. So this is the kind of an attitude of the Congress ministers. And that is why I request Priyanka Karge to consult somebody who has read the service laws, and this is not violating any kind of a service book. And this is a very clear-cut government has done a mistake, and that we are all stating that it is a law which Priyanka Karge or anybody else should be abiding to.
And Mr. Gowda, how would you respond to these, constant statements coming from the Congress leadership side in Karnataka when they say that they cannot allow such programs on government schools or colleges of, playgrounds of the colleges? How would you respond to these questions?
Priyanka Karge has got no problem for PFI people to participate. Priyanka Karge do not raise his voice when somebody says Pakistan Zindabad inside the Vidhan Sauda. Priyanka Karge do not raise any questions on the people who shout Pakistan Zindabad on the streets of Karnataka or show the talwar. But he has a problems on one organization just because everybody says we are true nationalists. We work only for the Bharat Mata, and our service motto is only towards Bharat. So when this is the people who are targeting, this is the people who are getting targeted by the Congress government. What does this show? This clearly shows that Congress is probably against Indian concept or Bharatiya concept, and they are part of the Tugde gang. And that is what everybody are asking. The ordinary citizens are asking this kind of a questions more than BJP or most of us. But Priyanka Karge should definitely come out and answer to the people of Karnataka today that if some rule is been bought, and let them say it specifically, this rule is bought for this organization. So, and then people will at least have more clarity than anything else. So that is what Priyanka Karge should clarify today.
Stay with us, Mr. Gowda. We also have Shankara Guha from the Congress party to respond to you. Mr. Guha, you were just hearing a response coming from the Ashok Gowda side. How would you say when BJP say that you're frustrated because of the growth of the RSS in the state, and there is nothing of this sort as you're citing about the service rules in the state which prohibits such programs in public places?
Congress is certainly not frustrated about any organization growing. This is a free country. Anybody can do their work and grow here when they are well within the limits of the law of this land. So this rule also applies to every single government servant. There are said rules and regulations. When you are getting into contract with the government, you have to abide by that. Whoever it is, if they have gone wrong, they will have to face the consequences. Now one fact that I don't understand here is the selectivism of BJP leaders. Tejasvi Surya talks to this particular officer who has been suspended. Very good. Let him give him support. Tejasvi Surya he comes out in the open only when there is a communal angle involved in every aspect. 2 days ago, there was a brutal murder of a Hindu girl in Malleshwaram, just adjacent to his own constituency, murdered by another Hindu man. Why no BJP leader is talking about it? So this whole selectivism that BJP chooses, that is in fact tukde. They are breaking the country with communalism. We are not breaking. Tukde. All their tukde narrative has fallen flat on their face today. Shame on them. BJP's selectivism is ruining the country and burning the whole nation. This is the biggest question today. They come out and fight and open all their chest in all up and arms when it is a communal issue. When there is no communal issue involved, they do not bother whether a woman is harassed, whether somebody is killed, whether somebody is, there is a big theft. Nothing is bothered. Only when there is a communal issue, it is in their syllabus. That is when they come all up in arms. This is the problem. This is the biggest problem that the country is facing.
All right.
As far as this issue is concerned, the law of this land will take its own action. If he is not wrong, he has to prove himself. If he is wrong, he has to face the consequences.
That's right. Legal things will take its own course. Thank you so much, meanwhile, Mr. Guha and Gowda for speaking to CNN News 18.